What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and what you should be anticipating for the future as we have some major updates. I'm also going to give you guys my price prediction for Monday and where I see Tesla going forward. I'm going to talk about what's going on with the Russia-Ukraine situation, some major updates that just came out, and also what's going on with the Fed as we have some more updates that can affect the market going forward. I'm going to talk about what's going on with the news, with margin calls, and what Elon Musk, the man, the myth, the legend, Elon Musk has been tweeting about, as we have some major updates that could definitely affect the market going forward. Now, before I say anything about Elon Musk, before I go into any more details about the news and what's going on with Tesla, I do have to mention some very important things first. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. Not only benefits me, benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to have the opportunity to win up to $200,000 as Moomoo is giving away 200 grand to someone that signs up and deposits $100. So if you want your chance, guys, please check out the offer down below. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla, we had a very, very interesting day. Looking at the one-day chart, guys, we started off at 819. We ran up to $819. Then we dipped pretty hard to about $782 a share. We ran up again, once again, to 816. And then we closed pretty much in the center around 809. So we ended up closing in the green, up 1.14%, which is a pretty good sign. However, guys, I do want to note something very important, and that is the fact that the $800 level of support does not look like it's going to save us if we were to dip again. So we are looking strong. We're looking really good right now, but I just need to note something very important, and that is the fact that the market's not in a perfect condition. Now, Tesla is looking very bullish from a technical perspective, but there is something we have to talk about, and that is the fact that there is a war that's essentially going on right now. The invasion is still continuing as Russia has made it to around the capital of Ukraine. And the thing about this situation is the fact that there are actually tons and tons of Russians that are in opposition to war too. It's not like it's just, a one-sided war. It has a lot to do with politics, right? And it's very sad. It's very concerning to a lot of people, but this has led to something that could be kind of bullish for the stock market, because typically when things like this happen, the market should crash, right? Take a big hit. And it did drop for a couple of days, but then after it started running up. So the market had a very interesting response. Now, look at this right here. It states, according to Bloomberg, that UBS triggers margin calls as Russia bond values cut to zero. So, this, in my opinion, could be a bullish signal, considering that margin calls are more likely to be happening because of the fact that the bonds that many of these big institutions have been owning are becoming worthless, and they aren't able to keep up with margin requirements, making it stricter and stricter and stricter. So, I'm going to make another video about that and go into more details. But right now, I just want to keep this nice and simple. So for Tesla, guys, we had some very, very interesting things. Now, let's first talk about what's going on with the SPY. As you guys can see, if I bring up the 3-month chart, right here, we had that bounce, a very big bounce off 410. We ended up running up, and we're still looking pretty strong right now. Now, I told you guys in my previous video, I saw the SPY going to the 430s. That is what ended up happening. I also told you guys that I could see Tesla going as high as 820 and maybe closing around the $8 to $10 range. That is also what happened. Maybe not perfectly, but pretty close. So going into the future, what do I think is going to happen? Well, right now, the market condition is improving. It's improving because if you look at the fear and greed index, we're a little bit less fearful than how we were a couple of days ago. Now, what's happening in the upcoming weeks, though, is this right here. We're seeing news about how the Fed is going to be raising rates very soon. I predict it's going to be a 25 basis point rise, a hike. And I do think that they may start reducing their balance sheet a little bit here and there, but I don't think that they're going to try to let the market to take a very big hit because of that. So for how I see things going, I don't see Tesla dropping much harder from where it has been. I think that we already found the bottom, 700. I don't see us going much lower than that. And it does depend on the whole Ukraine situation, but based off technical indicators, I don't necessarily see that. So let's go back. Let's zoom in like this and then look at what's actually happening. So we're starting to see this very pretty looking curl, guys. this is a very good indicator that we found our bottom, and now the people that are going long are gaining a lot of, the edge in this battle. Now, on top of that, let's actually look at other technical indicators, because I think that these could be a good determiner of what Tesla's going to do. So, looking at it real quick, we can see this flip right over here between the positive and negative DMI, and we've been perpetuating like this. Now, we didn't see another flip, which is a pretty good bullish signal. And on top of that, the MACD flip with the 9-day moving average, I think that happened yesterday. So that's a good sign too. It's starting to spread out a little bit, which is now another bullish indicator. Now, let me actually look at the RSI real quick, because I think the RSI is showing a little bit more strength. If I actually zoom into it, yeah. So the RSI, a couple of days ago, it was in the 40s, the oversold region. In fact, it went as low as the 30s. I mean, that's kind of surprising. Now it's currently at, what is that, 48? It's almost at 50. So it's improving. Tesla's showing strength. We're gaining bullish momentum. And it looks like we're starting to see some bullish volume really coming in. So for the future, guys, this is how I'm going to tell you. Anything could happen right now, because the Russian bonds market and other things like that are pushing us up. But there is a war going on, so that could push us down. But what I believe is going to happen now, because that's a totally different thing. What my price prediction is I think that this momentum is going to continue as we got a buy signal from the super trend. And although it depends on the situation, I just think it's more likely we're going to run to the upside. So I predict we're going to hit, maybe we're going to probably go as high as this 30 EMA relatively soon. So we should go to around $830 relatively quickly, maybe drop after that and close around 820 to 815, somewhere within that range. So I do expect another green day. I could be wrong because it depends on the situation, but that is my price prediction. I predict we're going to close another $10 to $15 up in the green once again. I do think we have bullish momentum that's coming, and the technical indicators are showing that too. Now, going into the future, guys, we are seeing the SEC starting to tighten up on their new proposals. Now, these things have not been enforced yet, but they are looking more and more likely to be enforced relatively soon. This, in turn, is going to regulate shorting. It's going to be a little bit stricter on, the market makers that are betting on companies going down. So that could be a pretty good sign. I would like to see how this really changes going forward, because Elon Musk announced that he's working on a lawsuit against the SEC too. Now, to end the video, I want to talk about this right here. This person right over here, known as Drive Tesla, stated that, just a heads up at Elon Musk, February has 28 days, so there are just 3 days left to release the full self-driving beta in Canada. Is it still going to happen this month? Elon Musk stated this in response, and this is actually an important update. He stated that we had about 60 or so cars testing internally in Canada, hoping to go wider this weekend. Once again, he did keep his word. They're going to be most likely go wider, and they did test about 60 internally in Canada. So that's a good sign, guys. The full self-driving technology is getting better and better and better through the years. And that's going to be very, very bullish for Tesla as they become an AI company. Super bullish piece of news for the long-term future. For the short term, though, like I told you guys, we could really go either way, but I see a little bit more green being much more probable. I see us perhaps going, like I said, $10 to $15 in the green, closing in that range. I still think we have momentum, but like I said, the market's a little bit capricious given what's going on around the world, but I have not lost faith. I think things are looking pretty darn good. That's what I have for this one. I hope each and every one of you enjoyed the weekend. I kept the video nice and short for you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Tesla to the moon, and peace out.